we're live from the Momo with the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, and messenger of God on a Mercury day, where we give speeches and all that great stuff. Hip hop hooray! Give me a second. I have to keep drinking stuff, otherwise I'm swallowing my own blood, and that's disgusting. So, in order to keep up with me, you would have had to catch everything in my community page. We are going to do an intro into some new oracles. Also, if I have time, I'll do a spiritual growth, and we will do our Kabbalah card we didn't do yesterday. I'm trying to think if there was anything of any real importance I was sharing. I don't really know. Oh, happy birthday to Marv. Dude, right before I got on here, I was guided to Royce's page, and he did a post for Marv. I can't remember, Royce. It's one of those sad moments. It's like, fuck, remember, I know we talked, teletalked, we talked during the music. I think I was going to do a collaboration with him. He was doing, I think he was doing collaborations. I don't remember. I can't remember. But I told him happy birthday and tried to bring him over here. I can't remember. It's so fucked up. As soon as I saw him, I was like, I know that guy. I know that guy. Where do I know that guy from? What did we used to talk about? I know it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, whoever I was, I'm not the same person. So, hey, nice to meet you. Alright, let's jump into this shit. I am really excited. It's like my birthday. I wanted these every time I went to the spiritual store for like the last year. I've wanted these. There's a new pair. I was going to get both of them if they had them. There was a new pair that I saw 2 weeks ago that started a manifestation, but I'm not there. I haven't even read the whole book or anything. But this, it's time. Welcome to the dark side. What is this? This is going to be me claiming all of my dark goddess and all of my dark sides, putting them all in is perfect. And then being able to access them on call is even better. So this kind of what this is about. It's more about working through your shadows. But with a name. So these historical people, places, gods, whatever, they had names because they were in a form, but it's just an energy that lies with. It broke. He harnesses his rage like nobody else. You know what I mean? We all have these things inside of us, but how do we use them? So that's what we're getting into. I'm really excited about this. We're going to start with just the intro. The way I do it is once I get a card deck, I go one at a time. Some of them I break, some of them I don't. We just keep going in order. It's just how it goes. That's funny, because I grabbed the top card, but that's not what it's going to be. I just saw that. The bottom card, because I looked at the bottom. We're going to kind of do a after, but I want to have the right card up. The unseen and the mystery. In the world where we think we know everything, where the current paradigm of the wing is brightly exposed with nothing unknown, choosing to still commune with possibility and the admission that there is indeed some mystery remaining in the darkness is vital for the balance and harmony as humans. Our ancient ancestors knew this. Their mythos and stories are not just about love and light. They are often about darkness, fear, monsters, creatures of the unknown, and journeys in and out of the underworld. And I told you I'm in my Hecate. I don't know. I mean, the Hecate is all over me, but I'm really in my bridge, which is all love and light, bitch. And that's what it is like I am really harnessing all of me to where you can't just put a name on me no more. But that's it, is, you know what I mean, my ability to go through the underworlds. That's what I'm always known for. I'm always known as the the in-between and in-betwixt. So, yeah, going back into that. These are the stories with a truth that has echoed down through the millennia, warning us about our poor behaviors, revenge, hubris, disrespect of the gods or land itself, and simultaneously calling us to embrace our better nature and encouraging our resilience, courage, faith, restoration, loyalty, and kindness. Get it? Now you understand why I use it. And I just want to say, you fucking biters trying to compete and compare. You guys are nothing but tarot readers. Don't try to fucking step us. You're not. You're not a healer because you're not healed. You can't speak on none of this shit. You don't walk in none of this shit. Hey, speaking of that, as soon as I said it, I saw Russ. Russ, drop this fucking lame-ass, loud-ass album of you lying. Drop it, bro. Isn't your girl working on some shit, too? Drop your fucking panties, bro. Let's see what you're working with. Get it over with. Let me close my eyes and see this happen. Listen to this bullshit come out of your mouth. Anyways, moving on. For some time now, especially in some aspect of wellness and spiritual communities, there's a strange overcompensation where everything has to be all light. Grand rising, beautiful souls. My soul tribe family, my fucking love and light. You fucking punk ass. I can't even... Dude, in order to purchase these cards, I have to go through about 3 of those fucking fake ass bitches. Good morning. Dude, I send every nasty vibe at them as soon as I walk in, dude. As soon as I walk in. My fucking Medusa, the fucking snakes come straight out of my head and fucking wrap around these bitches' throat. Don't say shit to me, bitch! Don't say shit to me. I ain't one of these fucking humans that you could fucking love and like. You fucking fluffer. Lick your lips and shut your fucking mouth, bitch. I can't stand them, bro. They're all over. They are fucking all over, dude. Fucking all super fucking positivity, bitch. And that's what I always say. I saw one the other day, bro. I don't know where she was. I looked at that guy. She was perky. So I could bring the darkness out of her in a quickness. It's like, oh, you think you're so fucking lovely. Watch this, bitch. Watch me fucking hit you. And that was that girl. Every time I think about it, I think about that jogger that caught us at Chatfield. Dude, it was like sunrise. We're sitting there. We just got there. Some fucking bitch comes walking up with her dog and she says something. I don't know, but I hit her with her dad issues. She's like, you don't know nothing. I was adopted. I was like, exactly, that's your problem. Fuck you, bitch! She was all running and screaming at me. Bitch, get the fuck out of my face. Oh, and then there was that one in Las Vegas. Bitch, get the fuck out of my face. You fucking trying to run me over. You and your 90-year-old grandpa trying to run me over so you could get into the liquor department of Walmart at 11 o'clock in the morning. You got issues, bitch. Get the fuck out of my face. The fuck out of my face. Anyways, people be faking the funk, bro. They be swearing. This chair is not meant for meditation. Or maybe my booty's too big. This is irritating me. Okay. Anyways, I can't stand you love and lighters. I make love, I give love, and I spread light, but it's all darkness, bro. I'm gonna give it to you. Anyways, for some now, especially the aspects of the wellness and spiritual community, there's a strange overcompensation where everything has to be light and totally positive and irrevocably shiny. There's a pressure to be wide. Okay, it broke twice. Give me a minute. I'm turning this shit off. Okay, it broke twice. Give me a minute. I'm turning this shit off. Fuck the fucking internet. Is it gonna let me turn it off? Hold on, guys. There it goes. Connecting. Anyways, even when we are sick or injured or traumatized, it implies that somehow we invited this by not being positive enough. This toxic positivity, this reaching for an impossible perfection, and this quiet victim blaming, where exactly has it gotten us? I would suggest that it leads us into more pain and confusion, guilt and suffering. One of the pioneers of analytical psychology, here we go again, and the famous dude, at one day he's going to come to me if he's not in the human form. And I always wonder about this. Why hasn't Carl Jung's spirit spoke to me? Probably because I haven't got to wherever his spirit is. But ultimately, that's what they said. But ultimately, it's like, is he reincarnated? Why haven't I met him in the spirit world? I see him in the physical world. That's it. He's in the physical world. I see him in the physical world all the fucking time. Every book I've ever pulled out, bro, knows this guy. He came and visited me with one video. I put his face on it. One video that I shared in my community page. I guess if I want to talk to him, I'm going to have to look for him. I've never gone looking for a soul. They always come to me. I'm not going looking for a soul. That could be fucking weird as fuck. I'm not going through time and shit. Fucking Bill and Ted's fucking Excellent Adventure. I'm calling you in, Carl. They spell his name real fucked up. I've seen it in so many different ways. Anyways, Carl Jung once said, everyone carries a shadow, and the less it is embodied in the individual's conscious life, the blacker and denser it is. What Jung is suggesting here is that we are not immediately conscious of the bites of ourselves we may not like or wish to show. Yet, the bits, excuse me. I don't have my glasses on, and it's hard to read, and there's a lot going on. Bear with me. Yet they still show up and are active in our lives. Hiding them doesn't mean that they go away. In fact, they can grow ever stronger, being ignored. And that's what happened to me. That's my whole story, is I was a shadow of myself. Going back to Marv, I don't know who talked to you, bro. I remember talking to you in the beginning of my career. It wasn't me. You're like, what? I know, bro. Step into my world. In essence, did I mean to block him out? Was there something bad that happened? No. It's just another part of my consciousnness. All the darkness of my consciousness reigned, and I wasn't even there. I'm like the loving light of my consciousness. Not necessarily, but in essence, they were all full of pain and suffering. And I had alter egos as alter consciousnesses, meaning other parts of my brain. Other realities came through. You know what I mean? Do it. They called it parts therapy. It's quite interesting. Anyways, going back to this, is you can't deny your parts. That's what it was, is I was a full deny. They denied me the ability to know what was going on in my life because it was so painful. So now here I am, still denied that ability because they no longer exist, and I have to work through my consciousness to get these memories. It's not like you know what I mean? I just have to find it. Marv, who the fuck are you? I have this strong feeling, and I have a memory I have a sense. I don't see anything. I have a sense, this inner knowing that I was talking to you heavily during the music. And I believe I was looking to collaborate with you because you were offering collaborations is what resonates in my memory bank, but I see nothing. You're like, go find them. They don't exist. I deleted everything. Why? So we could start fresh. And as it comes, I'll work on what comes. But there's nothing from the past. It's too difficult to go piecing together my life. It doesn't even matter. As the pieces come, they become important as I go. So what can we do? The best thing is to make them more conscious, to seek them out and maybe even make friends with them. If we decide to seek or even engage with these unconscious aspects of ourselves, the darker shadows, that's the beast inside of me. I saw that. That's what swung on a tree. I saw it. These ill-informed, half-created, seemingly ugly monsters of our unconscious, perhaps we can refine them, perhaps even reshape them into something exquisitely useful and beautiful. What is that? There was a part of me that I didn't meet yet, and I was afraid of. And it was a part that everyone told me, they're like, dude, you just flip out. You just flip out on people. You go fucking crazy, you start screaming in their face, and then we never see you again. I hadn't met that part. And I met that part when I went into my darkest night of the soul, when I found out the beginning, just the tip of the iceberg, that my mom was responsible for some of my most of my childhood abuse. I had just tapped into it. I had no idea who my mother was or any of this. It's all mushy and mixed somewhere back there, all these memories. Anyways, I had tapped into it, and at the same time I was fighting with Tree over a song, and I kept telling him to leave me alone, and I couldn't take what was happening, and he wouldn't get off of me. He wouldn't leave me alone, and he wouldn't leave me alone, and he wouldn't fucking leave me alone. He ended up in the studio as I was there, and I'm just crushing with these. It's a memory. A memory comes over me, and I start talking. It's all in the videos. I drop to my knees. I'm at Red Rocks. It's like the day after we make this great song, and before I have time to fucking, you know what I mean, finalize everything, I get hit with this memory as I'm jogging, or as I'm hiking the next day. Then I find out he's blowing the song on the fucking internet, and I haven't paid for the leases. I haven't even promoted it, and you're gonna fuck up my fucking run. There's a way to fucking release music, and you don't have a right to do this. But because I'm new, and he's my friend, and everything, I'm treading lightly on this. He's like, no, but it's my song too, because I'm on it. I have to end up going to all kinds of links. I have to stop my healing and go to all kinds of links to find out the legitimacy of him doing this and if I can shut him down and what I have to do. And ultimately, I'm like, I'll pull you off the fucking song if you don't pull it off the fucking internet. Quit fucking with me, is what happens. Then I show up at the fucking studio that night. The bitch knew I was going to be at the studio. He's at the studio and he wants to talk about the fucking song. I tell him to get the fuck out of my face. He won't get the fuck out of my face. I stood up and I swung with all my fucking energy at him. He stood back and didn't fucking know what was going to happen. Was there in shock, and I called him all kinds of bitches and shoved him out the fucking door. And didn't see him for like, I don't know, a couple days. I ended up calling him that night or sending him messages. As soon as it happened, I snapped back into my skin and couldn't believe what I seen, what I had done. But then I seen what it was. And I seen how it came out and why it came out and when it would come out. And I felt like if it would have came out sooner with people, and that's where we are now. When I step up sooner, I don't have to be swinging on people. How many people did I swing on? I have a memory of beating the shit out of this one girl and promising myself I would never do it again. And then after that, all my memories are taking beatings. And everyone asks me why I didn't fight back. And that's it, because I made an oath I wouldn't fight back. I really didn't fight back after that. I beat the shit out of this girl in the bathroom. I have a memory of it. I mean, I had her by the hair, and I was literally fucking I beat the shit out of her. What was it over? Some bad business. Crack, to be honest. It was some bad business, and I beat the shit out of her. And I don't really remember it. I just remember the swinging, and I promised I wouldn't do it anymore. Christian, please don't start. Please, one moment, guys. Sorry, I had to fucking, exactly that. Release the fucking Kraken on these assholes. They want to fucking do this all the time, especially in my video. You've heard it most of the times. It's about some bullshit about some bullshit. It's like, the biggest thing is they bitch about the chargers. That's it. They have to keep, that's what I tell you all the time. They have to keep these fucking things charged. They don't charge while you're using them. If you don't stop using them, they won't charge. No, but this is what I get annoyed with. They're like connected to walls all the time. And then bitching that everyone is using the chargers. It's like, how many chargers do I need? It doesn't matter. If you don't put the fucking device down and let it charge, then it's never charged. Right? So it's either their phones, the headphones, the fucking, all kinds of shit. And I'm like, if you don't fucking stop, I'm not going to pay the fucking bill. Don't do this shit during the video right now. And that's what I mean is like, there's a part of us that's like, don't get loud. Don't get loud with them. Don't get loud with them. You don't need to get loud with them. If I don't fucking get loud with them and I sit here, hey guys, can you please stop? How many fucking times does that work? Not never. Because they don't listen to that until they're fucking like, okay, so are you paying attention? Are you fucking paying attention now? Because you didn't hear me when I was like, hey guys, please stop. I don't feel good. I'm going to do a video. I need you to keep it down. I told you before I started the video not to do this. Nah, bro. At some point, you got to get loud so you can be heard. And it sucks because my kids are used to it. I was a loud bitch before I started the awakening, always screaming, bro. Just loud. Pick up your fucking toys. What the fuck did I tell you to do? Just always like that. Where did it come from? My mom. I learned that I was projecting. I worked on it. But now, if it's too quiet for too long, they feel like they're unseen and unheard. And it's like, they literally thrive off that moment of where I raise my voice and then they're like, oh yeah, she's still here. You still exist. Yeah, bitch, I still live here too. What about me? You're fucking stepping on me again. I've been here too the whole time, and you guys will hear me. I'll be hella passive. You get the room, you get everything, you get whatever you want, whatever you want. I'm very, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, fuck. You better fucking stop that shit. And that's where it's like, dude, ultimately, that's when you have to step into your masculine. It's like, I can't just be nurturing and understanding and forgiving all the fucking time. I gotta step into my masculine and show some discipline, some action, some fire. I gotta show that I mean business. And it's not cool because, you know, like, it's hard once you put that skin on. You're like, you go back into your femininity, and there was many times I would call the school like, man, we had a hard morning. Can I talk to my kids? You know, I'd put my skin back on and be like, I'm sorry I had to come down so hard on you. I don't feel good about coming down on you like that. I don't like it anymore because it's just not a thing that I like, but I know I have to. And when it comes out, I don't deny it. I control it, but I also understand it. In this moment, why are you yelling at your kids? Bro, do you want to know what the fuck they've been up to? No, they're great kids, but I told them not right now. You know, I ask for an hour every day to do this. I don't ask for shit from my kids. Oh, and then when I sit down and eat, I ask them for 5 minutes of the TV. And even then, they fight me. I don't ask for shit from them. I really don't. We fight about walking the dog. We've had the dog for fucking 4 years, and every day they can't take a chance to, you know, it's always a pain. If she walks her more than twice, she's been walking her for all her life. You know what I mean? He'll never walk her, but yet, you know, it's his dog too. Like, you know, stupid shit like that. Just bringing the darkness into the real world. So that's where it is. Sometimes, dude, and that's exactly what it is. Always love and light with Tree. He didn't think that I was real. He was, you know, what do I got to do to get through to you? What do I got to do to get through to you? Now, we never have to put our hands on somebody. That's when we've lost control. When we're putting our feelings on somebody. All that yipping and yapping is no good either. And that's where you have to bring it down and understand when to raise your voice, how and what to allow out of it. Don't just burn the whole fucking street down. And that's what I was known for. Fire. Fire, bro. Fire. And I'm seeing Marshall. It's like, why are we so evil with our words? Because we're so hurt by your actions. You're like, but I didn't do anything. No, you fucking hit a nerve, bro. You hit a nerve. Right? So, understanding people's outbursts and giving them names, you know what I mean, is cool. Like, oh, fuck, they're in their whole, you know, they're in their Medusa, they're in their fucking... I say it by the Dark Goddesses. This is going to give more names and more understanding to it when we see people in their outbursts. But an outburst is a real feeling that lies within all of us. We're all capable of it, and that's why we study each other's, and that's Carl Jung, is understanding what is inside of us. And why do we act the way that we do, right? So, you know, that's another thing I teach my daughter a lot is you can't put your feelings on people like that. You can't physically force someone to do what you want. And that's hard to teach her after coming out of domestic violence. It's like you can't make people do what you want. You can't make people do what you want. Not by screaming at them, not by nothing, right? You gotta understand that. But at the same time, it's like there has to be a coexistence and a compromise, being flexible. It's like I can't just be a fucking doorknob. You know what I mean? Where you're just turning my shit all day. Like, I can't be that. Or even a fucking doormat that you're walking all over me. It's like we have to work together on this bullshit. And that's where it is balancing your divine masculine and your divine feminine inside of yourself. You have to wear those roles every time you deal with humans, and yourself. You have to be that masculine to yourself, where you have to talk to yourself and get, you know, kind of kick yourself up, as I posted. But then you have to spend so much more time loving yourself and nurturing yourself and caring for yourself, because that's what you're really denied. You have enough people kicking your ass. You know what I mean? You're kicking your own ass, but who's loving you? Yes? Yes. Let's see, Carl Jung, the little bits of us. So what can we do? The best thing we can do is make them more conscious, to seek them out, and maybe even make friends with them. If we decide to seek or even engage with these unconscious aspects of ourselves, the darker shadows, these ill-informed, half-created, seemingly ugly monsters of our unconscious. Perhaps we can refine them, perhaps even reshape them into something exquisite, useful, and beautiful. And that's what I'm saying. Where did that come from? I'm not really sure, but I gotta say, dude, there's no way I could have made it with the mafiosos and in the streets and all the crazy places I've been and all the dangerous people I've dealt with without that piece of me. If they didn't see that I was just as dangerous as them, then there was no way I would have made it alive. Going back to it, you know what I mean? The hood knows me as that. As wrathful and rageful and fucking a hustler. You know what I mean? As far as that piece, I only seen a couple pieces of it. But there's people that only know that part of me. Nobody really knows this part. This is a whole new me. You know what I mean? But all the other pieces, they want to come and shove on me. You used to be this, and you used to be... I used to be, I guess, a lot of things, but you're not going to make me put that on. Like, you can tell me how I made you feel, and I can feel bad for it and try to, you know, feel for you. Let me figure this out, though. You're not going to just make me feel bad about some old shit. And that's what happened a lot. A lot of times people would tell me it was all my fault, and that was the majority of the story. People would show up. Dude, I still live in Denver. Like, I kept coming back. This is home. So, for example, today... my dentist appointment is right down the street from where I met Bobby. It's like, oh man, I can't just forget shit. I mean, I try, you know, and that's the thing is, like, I worked out real hard at forgetting shit, but now it's like, no, we gotta live in that moment. Like, those moments are for real now because those are my new memories. But anyways, I can't really run away. It just pops in my mind. I'm like, oh, fuck. I didn't remember you. I didn't remember any of this. So they try to put shit on me. But what I found is most of the time they would say, like, you would just blow up and fucking not talk to nobody. And then I find out more often than not is you fucking pushed me, bro. You were fucking treating me like shit. You were talking shit to me. You were taking advantage of me. And I blew up on your bitch ass. Is what I found in almost every chapter, dude. Going back to my sisters, going back to my brothers, going back to my friends, going back to everyone. I mean, everyone. Why you don't talk to Freak Show? That bitch ass blew up on me. I blew up on his bitch ass. I would blew up on his bitch ass. Why you don't talk to this? I blew up on his bitch ass. I blew up on his bitch ass. They tried to blow up on me, and I blew up bigger than they could have. Is what happened. Why you don't talk to GBL? I blew up on their bitch asses. Why? I mean, I only can take so much until I blow up on your bitch ass. Is this a bad thing? No, I need to stay away from bitch ass people that I'd be blowing up on. I mean, I don't really, not no more, but there's a part of me that'll blow up on your bitch ass if you fucking try to blow up on me. Don't blow me, I'll blow you. Oh, I can't laugh. That's gross. I can taste my own blood. Okay. What if the shadowy fear of rejection we harbor deep down in the darkness can be transformed once we see it into the formation of a confident, discerning, and independent self? Ooh, that's the Cali, bro. Don't make me open my eyes, bro. I'll turn straight blue with everything. I go blue. You guys turned green. Green with hatred. All right. What if the ball of self-hatred, there we go, that lies within the stagnant dark waters can be undone, unraveled, and made into a deep and unshamed appreciation of itself? Doesn't this align perfectly with my Dark Goddess book? Right? We had to go there to get here. And now you know why I needed this, is because this is what we do, is we look at the darker aspects of ourselves. Not with, dude, have you seen Bronwyn? I never know how to say her name. Bronwyn's Tarot. She's all wearing a fucking Halloween cape. I can't stand you, bitch. I mean, I really have a cloak. Mine says the Magical Society and stuff, but she's like, you know, like, it reminds me of that movie, that chick Elvira. Like, that's not what we do. I don't even wear makeup most of the time. Like, I look like I'm hiking. Like, I look like a human being. We don't dress up as fucking goth and shit. You guys are so straight. But they want to express that part of them. You know, every girl wants to, every guy or whatever. I don't know. I can't wait to have a guy and ask him so many questions. You're like, you want a guy again? Yeah, we're getting close to Thursday. I like guys on Thursday. No, I have so many questions. What do you think about? What do you do? You know, so girls think about being princesses and getting married and stuff like that. What do guys think about? What do you want to live out in your life? You know, going back to, I was making fun of Megan Fox and her whole princess idea. Bitch, now you pregnant, divorced, about to be fat foot and 2 baby daddies. You got basic bitch problems. You are not a princess. You're a basic bitch. That's basic bitch problems, bro. And that's basically what I try to teach you is these celebrities, you celebrate basic bitches. Going back to men, though, is like, you know, they're expressing, she's like, I don't work with the darker aspects. I love and light, bitch. Okay, bitch, look at you. Look at you. What are you doing? You look like a whole, I don't even know, bro. She looks like she wants to be a witch, but she would never. It's oozing out of her skin because she won't let it be. It looks hilarious to me. Why? Because she's my age, bro. She's 42. It's so sad, right? That's that midlife crisis where you just want to be the parts of you never got to be, and you start doing weird shit like that. Buying boobs and shit. You have to accept your grown age, guys. Yes, we're all youthful, but accept your body. Accept how you're presenting your body to everybody. Accept that the body doesn't look like it used to. And respect your body, bro. Have respect for your body so other people will respect it. In the essence, I'm not saying that if you have a perfectly fit, you know, I'm saying stupid Jennifer Lopez. It's wonderful that you have a beautiful 57, 60-year-old body. But why don't you just be 60 instead of trying to live off your body? Like, seriously. What's the point of that? Whatever. These people don't want to grow up, bro. It's because they never got, I am the gatekeeper, and I'm coming in. I'm being honest. I don't usually have these many interruptions. Being totally honest. Okay. What if the ball of self-hatred that lies within the stagnant dark waters can be undone, unraveled, and made into a deep and unshamed appreciation of self? That's where you realize where these parts of you came from and how protective they are of you and what they serve and why they exist. You know what I mean? There was so much going on in my awakening. I didn't know. I got to understand myself in these pieces. It's called your internal family systems. I found it all on YouTube. It's a whole freaking thing, and they teach you about yourselves and how to meditate, and that's where all of this started. I did it through science and spirituality. I did it all at the same time. What if the anger that lies deep within the current of your mind and body, slipping through almost everything we do, can be met with curiosity and channeled instead into art or activism? And that's what I do. It's like I meet it. I find it. I find why I'm upset. Why am I so pissed off? I go looking for it to find out and understand it. Right? I want to understand, why am I so angry? Why do I feel this way? Why am I talking this way? And that goes back to the self-analyzation, self-realization, self-healing. And then eventually you will transcend yourself once you have a full understanding of the conscious, which is not yourself. It's just your brain and what it's been programmed through this ride of this life. Okay. And that's where it is. It's like, what if the anger, and that's what we do on a Friday or whenever it happens, you saw me do it on Saturday. What if the anger that lies deep within the current of our mind and body, meaning something's bothering me, I'm triggered, slipping through almost everything we do, meaning I can't go outside, something's bothering me inside. That was Saturday's video. Can be met with curiosity and channeled instead into art, which is me sharing it with you, and activism. And that's going to be the music and how I'm trying to inspire to change the world. What if the deep, dark, and dangerous demons within us actually became of the very thing that made us successful and unique and whole? Like Marshall. What if we were able to take it all and show it all and use it to heal all instead of just using it to hurt all? His words are hurtful. He's hurt a lot of people over the years. We're working on it. It's a hard thing. You know, it's a hard thing that we individually but collectively are working on to teach you. If we can do it, you can do it. But he don't like doing all that bullshit because he wants to hold on to his bunk-ass homies. We can heal through shining a torch within the darkness to illuminate it. We can find our real and most empowered selves through journeying down into the unknown, choosing to go swimming into the dark, deep waters and walking the path in what may feel like the death-stalked atmosphere of the underworld. And that's where it is. We go into the dark night of our soul. We go into our soul to find out what really lies underneath all this pain and suffering. What's making me feel this way? What's underneath this memory? Who was I before this happened, and how did this happen? You don't ask too many questions. You just go into it, and that's what I teach you. I take you into the dark night. I am your leader into the dark night of the soul. Remember, even the Bible speaks about walking through the shadows of death. Not actual death, but the shadow of death. Something that feels like death, yet we overcome it. And that's it. It's the ego death. What is an ego? Your consciousness dies because you reprogram it with love and light. You go in and see these hard memories and these hard feelings of what your brain remembers and feels, right? It remembers and thinks. Your brain remembers things and it thinks certain ways about these things. And that causes an emotional flush of energy. You get emotions based on the memory and how you think of it. I have to go in based on the emotion. I can't find the memory right away. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't even know why. And then I got to find out why I thought that way. But that's later. All I feel is the emotion. It's completely blocked in my mind. I don't know what the memory is yet until somebody's triggered it, unless somebody triggered it. So that's what happened with Marv. He triggered a memory I don't remember. And it's got all these feelings. And I can tell you, what do I feel? I feel like we talked. I feel like it was about music. I feel it was uplifting and I wanted to work with you. Right? So with that, is there more to explore? Not really, in the sense of, that makes sense that you were there and why you came up into my current consciousness. Is it worth trying to figure out who I was before? Or how about let's start something new? Let me tell you who I am now and what I'm working with. Do you understand? It's like, now, if he brought him up and I felt all icky, I was like, I fucking hate that motherfucker. Why do I hate him? Why do I feel so much anger when his name comes up? Why do I feel so triggered? Why am I so bothered about this person? Is where I start with the whys. If I can't find a memory, which I can't remember. I can't! I go looking in the cards, and the cards will spark something, and then it'll pour out right here. The memory, I'll get a vision right in my head. It'll find the memory because I'm going through the feelings. Then I see the memory, and then I'm like, why did I think that way? What do I think about this? And I start working through it. And I pour my heart into it. So that was going back to my mom. I was like, we were reading the books, and we're like, evil. What is evil? What is evil? So my brain starts trying to show me things that it thinks are evil. And I'm telling it, no, that's not evil. And then it shows me my mom. And it shows me that why it thinks she's evil. And I'm crying with it, and I feel that why it feels that way, but I'm telling her that's not evil. So it's, you know what I mean? It's your higher self talking to your consciousness, but you have to go through your consciousness before you even find yourself. Because all you see is these dots and these memories. I apologize for you. I think it's twice as hard for me, because I don't even know what's bothering me. You actually do, and I can walk you through one by one by one. I gotta sit around and wait till a star or a planet or some irritating person comes into my face. You know what I mean? I gotta wait to have my memories brought to me. I gotta wait for my healing. You don't. I give you the power to do it. But this is how we do it. It's some bullshit, bro. I don't even remember, bro. And then I'm like, oh, God. All I see is a vision. And now I'm like, I've got to work through those feelings. And why do I think? Fucking stop thinking. You're making me feel bad. Pretty much. I teach you. I'm not my brain. I'm not any of that. It makes sense. That's what's in there. 39 years of my life up until now. That's just what that is. Now you see why I wanted these books so bad. We haven't even made it through the intro. We're almost through. All right, we can find our real and most empowering selves through journeying down into the unknown. This oracle was... Wait. That's not it. Yeah. This oracle was conceived and created around such ideas. To understand that is a sacred act to seek, find, and play with, and even have conversations with the monsters inside of our consciousness, or in our consciousness, unconscious. Sorry, I'm just kind of, as soon as they said monsters, I saw Marshall's song again. That the most pervasive or frightening of these thoughts form, and that's a lot of his music. He pulled shit out of his consciousness. You're like, is he that person? No. Where are those things from? Past lives, to be honest. Maybe a lot of movies and shit. He watches a lot of dark shit like me. That the most pervasive and frightening of these thoughts form sometimes is not as it seems at first glance, and that indeed there is a duality to what it actually stands for. And that's what we teach you. As soon as you go into your dark goddess, your dark feelings, you find your light. Alright, each card explores this duality, for it is a mighty aid to our wholeness. Each card features a deep, dark, or dangerous entity we explore in its story and its message. We have also included a plant and crystal associated for those that may wish to work further around the themes of the subject. I just want to point out that these are exactly, they have this pretty red, just like my my witch's oracles. Did I know they had a snake on them? Nope. They're beautiful though. We're going to go through them in just a minute. I also have included, it is important to add that some of these incredible creatures, deities, and entities have stories whose meanings bear witness to and reflect modern events. We can see the mythos of Medusa and Circe, for example, in a new light. And that's it. I'm harnessing all of them. I'm not even shifting. I've got them all inside of me. We know that many monsters from ancient cultures just happen to be female, and according to the mythos, this happened when women overstepped the lower societal place required of their sex. This indeed is the shadow and the darkness in itself, and we are currently illuminating and transforming our society. And wherever possible, I have included this powerful work into this deck. The list of cards is roughly divided into categories of deep, dark, and dangerous, although plenty of the subjects are all three. Just for interest, though, I have defined deep as an entity of either the deep sea, the deep conscious, or the deep environments. Dark is... Sorry, guys. Dark is... And nobody would work like this. I just want to show you, like... I had two of the biggest teeth pulled out. I looked back on the tray, I was like, damn, those were huge. I just want to point this out. What the fuck do they do with all those teeth? Why didn't I bring them home? I don't want rotten teeth. Not my own, not nobody's. They're rotten. That's why they took them out. Ultimately, you know what I mean? Like, but what the fuck do they do with all these? Because there's other people that pray and get money off of them. What the fuck do they do with that? You know, teeth is a whole... I think they're doing something with it. I feel like they are. Why? Because of what teeth are made of. You can't find that substance in anything else but teeth. It's like bones, bro. It's like marrow and stuff. I feel like they're taking our teeth somewhere. They're doing something. You think they're just putting them in a trash can? That's totally... No, I don't feel like the health department would allow them to just put a bunch of teeth. There has to be a proper disposal of it. And where would they dispose actual human remains like that? Teeth don't burn. They find them later. What do they do with them? Crazy, right? I don't know. Don't get the conspiracy theorist in me. Do you know a dentist? Does he tell you what he does with the teeth? You could just shut me down right now. But if they are just throwing them away, we need to find this place, because I promise you, as gross as it sounds, teeth are made of something that it's a element that you can't get nowhere else, is what they're showing me. But isn't that creepy? And it's going back to it. When somebody has something like this done, they don't go to work. They take a bunch of fucking meds and they fucking they eat ice cream. I did have an ice cream. I had a fucking McFlurry for lunch. But they don't do this. And I'm like, no, I can do this. What did I take? 2 Advils and a nap? And like, you know, it hurts, and I'm still here to do what I gotta do, which is use my mouth for you. And it's gross and it's uncomfortable. But I just want to point it out. It's like, we do what we got to do, what's important. This is important, and I'm excited. Could I have opened these and just read them to myself? Yes, but it's for you. This is helping me, and help you. Right? Right. Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to point that out. It's like, I shouldn't be working under the circumstances, but this is all, this is important. Let's see, we were down to the dark. Dark is the subjects where the realm of the dark places or the night itself. And finally, dangerous is those entities that are indeed often out to get us. They are frightening, and often deadly, and we do not pay heed. I hope you allow yourself to do the work of the beautiful shadow and the guidance and the wisdom you receive in this, like a torch illuminating your path. How each card is instructed. The name of the card, the message of the card, and the summary. Duality. These are the following structural elements. Duality. They often paradoxical themes of the card and subject. The description, the plant companion, offers essence, magic, and message you might wish to further use in your workings. Crystal companion that offers essence, magic, blah, blah, blah. How to use the cards. We're not going to learn all these. I don't do all these guides and stuff. They have all of them. Almost every card deck tells you how to use them. We use them one at a time. So we're going to start with the first card. And this is why I can't be reading shit. They put all this actual background shit, and I'll be like, what the fuck? I can't focus. So our first card is Depth, the Shadow. I'm going to read this, and then we'll look at all of them, because it's always fun to do so. Seek balance. You are not complete if you ignore the more hidden parts of yourself. Have compassion and curiosity about your shadow side. Be curious about all parts of yourself. Ignore your shadow side at your peril. Make friends with your shadow, as it has much to teach you. The duality. Depth, shadowness, darkness, light. Okay, I don't know. I am part of you. Ignore me at your peril. I could be the making of you, yet I am seen as a devil. The light shines hard upon us, and a shadow we cast, not to be ignored, but to explore till the last. The psychoanalyst Carl Jung introduced the modern concept of the shadow to refer to the hidden and repressed aspects of ourselves. Often we deny these parts instead of integrating them because they shame us or make us seem less perfect. The less we acknowledge and integrate these shadow parts, the worse our lives may become. That's faking the funk, bro. Pretending that you're not all these things and you didn't have this thing, Russ. He now, oh God. Breathe. Hold on. He painted himself out to be all fabulous and everything was perfect in his life. Then he came out with Santiago and told everyone he really did have a fucked up life. But then he still tries to wear the shadow of everything's great. You got Kanye that tries to act like he's, everything's great. Everybody tries to act like everything's great, but they won't just wear their shadows. They won't just admit, I'm not great. I can create greatness on a regular basis when I'm feeling regular, but I'm not fully regular. I'm inconsistent. I'm not great. I've been through a lot. And that's where a lot of it was, is, a lot of them start sharing their stories. It's like, because they realized it was empowerment, that people resonated with these stories. Going back to Allie and the heartbreak. Again, Allie, your words, bro. Did you hear what you said? You were like, it would break my soul. It didn't break my soul that he was in love. He was married and had another woman. Without knowing that I loved him, it was soul breaking not having that experience. Going back to it, the beginning. I didn't know I loved Bobby. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what the fucking feeling was. All I had was one memory, and I could see that I looked like I was in love, but I couldn't understand it. By the time I figured it all out, that it's real and it's really exists in me, he's married and has kids, and he's got all kinds of fucking problems. And I can't do nothing about it. I can act on it, but it ends up being just detrimental to his lifestyle, which we've seen. But in the essence, it's just mine. It's a beautiful feeling that I get to hold that I never had for somebody. I don't get to fucking force it on him, and I don't get to force it on the world, and I don't get to be sad about it, because there's nothing to be sad about. It was the first time I felt love. And then after him, I felt more. When I had no choice but to walk away from him, there was more to, After I'd learned what love is, I started to find out I had lots of love for other people. Every time it came, I was very apprehensive, scared of it. I don't like this feeling. I don't like what it's doing. I don't like what's come from it. I don't like where it goes. And that's me in that twin flame video on Saturday. I know that I love you. I don't like all the rest of it that comes with it, but I'm not going to, maybe there's a day or two I don't want to deal with it, but I have to deal with it the very next morning. And that's it. Love is real hard. That's one of the ones you want, though. All the rest of these we can go through pretty fast. That one doesn't. That one really resonates. I don't know where that came from. Unconscious patterns are made conscious by purposely seeking them out and observing how they play out in our everyday lives. Well, that's what I did with him. I had to seek him out. I had to see how I acted with him. I don't know. I just see how I felt. You know what I mean? I had to really go into the dark places. If you do this, you're going to be called a fucking... You're doing... You know what I mean? If you do this, all hell is going to break loose on the outside. Yeah, but you don't know what I felt inside. Like, it was so... even right now, it's so confusing. Like, there's this moment. He gave me a hug goodbye before I saw him the second time. He gave me a hug goodbye, and I had so many feelings inside of my body. And I just didn't... I could just sit there with my eyes closed, just feeling them. I have no idea what they are. Where did these come from? What am I feeling? I feel like you're in my guts. Like, is this from having sex with you? Is this... What are these feelings I feel inside of me while I'm hugging you? I don't know. But they were great. And that's where it is. It's like, fuck. I had to go to a really dark place and be a bad girl just to have that really great feeling. That, yeah, I still don't understand. And that's it. Is like sometimes you have to put yourself back there to see what you do. And that's what I got is so much understanding. I was very much the initiator. I very much was, you know what I mean? Very, active in pursuing him. And, and it was a part of me that I had never seen before. And why you? And what makes me want to act like this with you? I don't know. I still couldn't tell you. He is so basic, bro. If anything, it's just his kindness. He's very soft. He's not overpowering. He's not dominant. He's none of these men that I've seen in my life. He's none of them. If there was a thing that I could notice that he's different from all the men before him, he's real kind. He listens. He's not real, he doesn't talk over you. He doesn't push things. He's not pushy. I don't know. After all, unless we know something is there, how can we fix it? And that's it. I just kept running from it because it's like I can't act on this. It's just a feeling that I'm supposed to, just fucking die with. Going back to Ali and that fucked up shit. It's like, what are you supposed to do when you're in love with someone that you can't have? I'm trying to show you, I don't know. You just kind of work through it. It doesn't stop it, bro. You can't make it stop. You can't. Obsessing over it in the beginning was a stage that I was in, but it wasn't like, it was all about if I could do something for myself, then I could attract him back. That wasn't the case. There wasn't anything I could do to get him back because he was never mine. But it doesn't mean that I didn't want him to be mine, and that's what I didn't understand. Why can't you just leave him alone? I don't know, my heart. You don't know how he makes me feel. I don't either. It just happens. When he told me he didn't want to have any sexual relations with me, I started crying and I got very insecure and upset and jealous. Where'd that come from? I don't know. I was so fucking blown away by this. Why do I care? I don't even have sex. I told you I wasn't going to never touch you again. And now I'm crying about this shit? Why does this even matter to me? I'm a whole mystery to myself, bro. You want to try to figure me out? Good luck. Let's try together. I don't know. And really, all I'm figuring out is who I was, not what I am. Just who I was. That's it. That's lame. That's not who I am. It's just who I was. To make friends with the hidden parts of ourselves that we often repress, are afraid to reveal, makes us whole. And that's it. If you ever knew how fucked up I was, no, I gotta tell you how fucked up I am. But now you can understand it, and that's it. They know how to deal with me because they know who I am and what I've been through. They know how to love me, how to care for me, how to talk to me, how to respect me, because now I know what I've been through and I've shared it with other people. People don't know how. They don't know your boundaries. They don't know how to love you. They don't know how to respect you. They don't know how to care for you if you're just easygoing and always, they don't know if they've overstepped you. They don't know until you tell them, or you're screaming in their face and they're like, why are you screaming at me? You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing is my page, as much as it's self-exploratory to me, I show myself to everyone, and they fall in love with the same things that I fall in love with, which is me. I'm a human. It's like, you've had a whole fucked up life. That is just so human. I know, right? It's a crazy story. We see our true selves, not just the bits others can see. And that's it. They see something. They see the old me. And I try to understand who they see, but I'm not putting your fucking, I don't know. And that goes back to Bobby. Like, I don't know. He's known me since the beginning. And to see me, and does he see me as a whole witch? We don't even bring up that part. Not really. I am fully that. You're sitting with the high priestess. Like, I'm not, a regular person and shit. But at the same time, it's like, do you see that part too? Or you're only seeing certain parts of me that you want to see? You know what I mean? Are you getting caught up in my words and not knowing who I am? And that's Marshall. Marshall knows I'm a whole soul. I don't know what parts he always sees, but he sees that I'm a soul. What do you see? By choosing to see the depths of ourselves, warts and all, we can perhaps experience a richer, more divinely led life. And that's going back to my teeth issues. Nobody would ever talk about that. But how many of you have gotten your teeth worked on? So many celebrities have gotten teeth done. And they never told you. They would never tell you that they didn't have perfect smiles. They wouldn't tell you how fucked up it was that they had to rip out their teeth and then fucking literally screw in brand new teeth into their jawline. They wouldn't tell you that. Why? They're not going to tell you that they fucking have liposuction. They don't want you to know that they're not perfect and how they had to go through such things not to be perfect. Kim's not going to tell you how painful it is to be beautiful. She's just going to make you think it's beautiful. It's fucking painful. Ugh, painful. Seeking depths enables us to see more, be more, love more, and have more. Planetary companion, the mandrake. The crystal is the black obsidian. Those are, I don't have them with me. I don't know where it is. It's in my purse. My black obsidian is one of my first stones that I got, and it's my black crow, but it broke, and then I keep in my little baggie. It's over there. The mandrake, you had seen it on the top of my herbs. So you would use those to work with right now on page 13. This is a great start. And then these are going to be a bunch of names in history that we may not know or remember. So let's just kind of have a quick look. Now you know why I was so excited, because this is what I do. Look at that one. That one's pretty cool. Saliki, freedom. The Kraken, mystery, release the Kraken. I know, Greece and everything. Hecate came out, Greece is going down, all kinds of shit's happening. And I saw the goddess Pel and the Hawaii, the volcanoes are erupting. Treasure, dragon. The Kelpies, warning. Hell, the goddess Hell, acceptance. Hades, the underworld. Skyla, look at this, Milia. This is you. It looks like Medusa. Skyla or Skyla? What do you think? Resilience. I feel that's you all the way, bro. Cool. That is cool. We'll find out later. Cerberus. Remember the three-headed dog from Harry Potter? Ghana Candide. I don't know. That's interesting. Regeneration, Hydra. Apach. Fear. Wow. Sybil. That's the most amazing book. Foresight. Beauty. Mermaid. What is that? Mithras. Loyalty. He looks cool. Persephone. The Journey. Minotaur. Compassion. Cheiron. Reciprocity. Nynx. I have these cards over there. Darkness. Hypnos. Rest. Here we go. Hecate. Illumination. Nikia, I don't know. Cersei, alchemy, Callie. Wouldn't be real without me. Love. Anubis, respect. There I am again. Sovereignty, always sovereignty. These are my next oracles. I might buy them tomorrow. Depends on how I feel. There's new ones. The Oracle of Morgan. I saw them, but it's not time. You're welcome to buy them, but it's not time. Loneliness, Lemur. Hunger, vampire. Yes, I'm drinking my own blood. Change, werewolf. I love it. Look at that moon. Myrmidon, discipline. That looks good. Look at the brothers. Ooh, look at where they're at. Irenice, vengeance. Chimera, synergy. Hey, bro, that's the, I feel it. That's the seraphim, bro. See the 3 heads? That's the seraphim. The banshee, grief. I heard that today. The wind goes through the hallway and I can hear it scream. I was like, the scream of the banshee. That's the noise that comes out of the Morgan. I can do it. It's terrifying. 33. Oh, there's this. Okay, Jamungandor. This is the Midgar serpent. This is from Odin. It's another awesome version. Chaos, harpy. Kate Sith. I don't know. Focus. Fetch. Mirror. Kusith. Focus. Sheila Nagig. Boundaries. We were all in that sexual boundaries. Sphinx. Gratification. AOC. Disconnection. The Valkyrie. Choice. Medusa. Injustice. That's why. Beautiful, right? Puka. Mischief. They're going to be great. I'm excited. They're new levels of explaining yourselves. New levels to your devils. And that's cool too as we start the new year. All of our videos have been talking about the awakening. Everybody's awakening now, so we have new people coming into the awakening. We're just always circling around this, grabbing new people, bringing them through. It's a constant, you know what I mean? It's a school. We're running a school here of the awakening, and I am your leader. Okay, where are we at? An hour? I can fit in a quick spiritual. This is not the right cards. Spiritual growth spread. We're gonna run the tarot. I'm not gonna bring the Kabbalah out. We'll bring the Kabbalah tomorrow. It's still here. What's my plans? I don't know. I told you we stay in today. Right now we're gonna go to Chick-fil-A actually. I didn't mean to rhyme. But we are, because I need something soft to eat, and I need something solid. It was either that or soup. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. I mean, I thought Chick-fil-A, because they have some really good mac and cheese and mashed potatoes. But other than that, what's tomorrow hold? I don't know. I don't know. That's what we're looking at. What the fuck you want me to worry about tomorrow? I'm only worried about right now. Energy, please. The Messenger of Cups. Somebody's going to tell us something. Something, and something. It's hard when I use this one because you're supposed to use this guidebook, but I use this guidebook because it's more in depth. So what the fuck is a Messenger of Cups? I don't know, maybe a princess? I don't know. The Princess of Cups? Nope, we're gonna say a knight. That looks like, I mean, he looks very princessy. What do you think? Just kidding. Compassion. This is where we are today. Traveling further along the shore, the fool comes upon a serene knight on a calm white horse. I am Osiris. Oh, how lovely. Another one of my sides. The Egyptians called me the Lord of Love and the Good Shepherd. I came to earth to show mankind how to live with law and morality, how to worship the gods and grow grain. I ruled with kindness and compassion, but gained the envy of my brother, Set, who killed me and shattered my dismembered body into the Nile. My wife, Isis, collected the parts, and I was resurrected as the god of the afterlife in the land of the West, where I received all the merciful judgment. Each year, my story is reenacted in the mystery of the corn, which dies before the seed is buried and brought back to life when Isis caused the Nile to flood. As the green one, we're getting floods. I already said that already for Atlanta. I said that they were going to get floods and fucking tornadoes and lightning. As the green one, the corn, I feed my people, and I am called the resurrection and the life, as they eat my flesh in the form of wheat cakes. Thus I sacrifice myself for the people, an act born of compassion. And we just talked about that. As we are here on a purpose, that our lives serve purpose to others. I just want to point out, he wasn't powerful until I made him powerful. I mean, he was beloved, but until he got brought back to life with my powers, he wasn't, a god. He was just dead. I just want to point that out. Okay, sorry. I need more to drink. I'm drinking my freaking blood. It's disgusting. All right. This night brings you something of great emotional and spiritual value, but be careful not to misinterpret his message. True happiness and fulfillment is not based on transitory desires or the gratification of short-term pleasures, but grows out of unselfish love for others and compassion for the world. And that's really what it is. This whole teaching, starts with, you could say it started with Bobby, but that's not fully true. I met Marshall before I met Bobby. And once I met Marshall, I definitely started I started the Dark Night of the Soul journey. Lots of many ego deaths and journeys. Bobby was a catalyst that awoke in my soul. Russ did it again. There were certain ones that really broke it open. Allie broke open my heart. I mean, there's certain ones that really broke me open, but that had already been there forever. That we'd already, We'd already had a connection and whatnot. Going back to this, it's like, they all started with this thing is like, you learn to have unconditional love for this person by unconditionally loving yourself. You have to love yourself to love this person. Your ego won't let you. Your ego won't let you love people, bro. It's like, no, fuck that fucking asshole. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. Or her. Whatever. Your ego won't. And you have to love yourself enough to let yourself love someone else. And it's a painful battle of yourself. Then trying to love a person that doesn't really want that kind of love is very painful. And the rejection and stuff is very painful. But again, you have to have a lot of unconditional love towards yourself while this is happening. You learn this with one person. And you start to master it with other people. You learn to let yourself love other people. Even though they're rejecting this love, you start to become stronger and more valiant in it and more open to expressing it, because it's a part of you that wants to come out, and it's good, even though it's good for you, even though they don't seem to be very receptive of it. And you start doing it, and you start doing it, and it becomes repetition, and before you know it, you really understand that I gotta love you, dude. Why? Because I am so fucking full of love. And nobody else has this kind of love, and I'm capable of getting past myself and giving it to you where other people can't give it to you. They see your skin and they can't love you. I see your skin. I don't see your skin. And when I do, it's really hard to like you, but I can still love you. And that's what that's where this all started is, it starts with one, but it becomes everyone. Whereas there's no reason I can't love anyone. Your skin irritates me and I can stop it, but I can love you through whatever you're wearing on your outsides, because I know what's inside. And so, going back to it, the gratification of short-term pleasures, but grows out of unselfish love for others and a compassion for the world. It is the simple thing to practice around you happier and less stress. The Knight of Cups tells you to follow your heart, not your ego. This is an opportunity for great spiritual growth. The Knight of Cups may represent a person in your life. It might be you. He is creative and imaginative, soft-spoken and gentle. That's me when I'm not in my rage. Yeah, for sure. And then it's like, who's that? I don't know if Bobby is creative and imaginative, but he's soft-spoken and gentle. That's Lewis. That's Mike. That's Russ. If he's not being an egotistical asshole, that's all of them. When they're not being in their ego. They're very creative, imaginative, soft-spoken, and gentle. That's what I love about them. They're not more domineering than me. I wouldn't like that. And when they try to be, I can't stand it. You can't be more fire than me. I am the fire. We can burn together, but you're gonna get your ass burnt trying to fucking, you know what I mean, outflame me. Really, you fucking flamer? He is ruled by his heart rather than his head. So, though he is intelligent, he is easily swayed. He is artistic, romantic, and charming. Who's that guy? Who is that guy? I mean, you would say it's Lewis, but he's not. He's driven by his ego. Lewis is all artistic, probably romantic, and very charming. Fucking Marshall is all artistic, probably very romantic, and very charming. They're all of these things. It could be any of you, but not when you're in your ego. But when you're in your heart, yeah, you're all loving and shit. You're all artistic. I put you down with my kids, dude. We're gonna have all kinds of fucking games. You're gonna be all artistic, maybe not romantic, but loving, compassionate, understanding, charming. You know what I mean? Kind, respectful, all those things. You'll probably like them more than you like me. Reverse. The card represents trickery, fraud, cheating, unrequited love, or broken promises. A situation that seemed romantic or exciting proves disappointment. Isn't that sad? You've lost your spark. It happens. You'll get sparked up again. You'll get turned on again. And that's it. You don't know where it comes from. Or maybe you can try to figure out where it comes from. You know, going back to that's if we're talking about a person, I would say Wolfman. I was very excited when I met him. I was like, oh, you're making me feel all kinds of funny ways. Where did these come from? You know what I mean? It was exciting, but it seems to be, it proves to be disappointing. It was just surface level. He got my skin excited until I dug into it and realized that this doesn't work for me. The Knight of Cups reverse may be an actual person who doesn't differentiate between fact and fiction, who is vain, moody, and over emotional. Yeah, we've seen that in his videos. Remember that video I sent you, Marshall? He was so upset. I don't remember, but I remember he flipped out on the Sagittarius video. I was like, ugh, imagine being married to him. Meaning he just blew up. He is very vain. He thinks he's all fucking about himself, and he's all, you can tell in his eye movements and stuff, he's sketchy, bro. He'll flip on you. He'll flip on you for sure. He may abuse drugs, alcohol, or sex. Well, we've seen him smoking, and he's always drinking, and it's all about sex. His idea of a relationship is generally a one-night stand. I told you it's that guy. In the unlikely event that you are in a relationship with him, you will never know where you are. If he has moved on, he probably won't even tell you, as he will want to avoid the confrontation. Well, I told him that in the beginning. I was like, you're a whole fucking Knight of Wands, bro. You are not an Emperor at all. Then I realized I'm a whole Knight of Wands. I don't be really wanting commitment and all this shit, too. I don't be wanting to say goodbye or none of this shit, too. In essence, he reflected back to me a part of me that I denied. Like, oh, you are a whole Knight of Wands, too. But in essence, it's like, there's a part of me that acts in that. I'm not that. You are all that, and that's all the parts of you that exist. And that's what I kept telling him. You're never going to find love when you're looking for lust. He's not looking for love. You are. Touché. Bye-bye. All right, current energy is, be loving. Spiritual work at hand. Ew, the Three of Wands. We got shit going on. 2, no, 3. Foundations. This card is of growth, progress, enthusiasm. Thanks to good planning and determination, you are starting to get results. I am. Still, you are considering expanding your horizons with new ventures in business, creativity, study, travel, or moving to a new place. We are. I got a vision earlier today. I'm not buying a trailer right away. I'm rhyming again. We might just fix our car up and head out, and we could get one along the way. We don't know yet, but Alaska's coming up. We've missed this for 2 years. It's coming up now. You know what I mean? I could drive my car, get my car fixed, and we could drive to Alaska and go from there. The trailer isn't holding me up. It's just the next thing. I saw it today. It's like, if you got a trailer, if you did all this, you'll have to drag all this. Why don't you just go? You could probably get one cheaper up there. Good point. That's where I need it. I don't need it. I mean, You're like, you need a house now. Not right now. I'm in a hotel. And then after the weather gets cold, I'm right in between a lot of things. Don't tell me what I fucking need. I don't need anything. I need to stay with God, and He tells me what I need. In essence, I said something about that earlier. That's what happened when I bought those cards. She's training some girl, and she's like, I always give them a receipt for their tax write-offs. So it's not necessary. I do this for free. I do this to save people. So, well, everybody has to eat. And I looked her dead in her face, and I said, God feeds me. I don't eat off of people's healing. And I walked away. I told you, you love and light bitches. Get out of my face. I can't stand them. Like, we're playing around, bro. You're talking about you're out here saving people, but you want a tax write-off. Okay. I wrote off my taxes. I said I'm going to give like $10,000 from being poor last year and doing nothing but fucking serving God. Eat off this plate, bitch. How much are you paying in taxes from all that money you got from fucking doing fucking tarot reads on everybody? Yeah, you gotta pay that shit back. You're gonna pay that back. How about you, Russ? How much are your taxes looking like? How about you celebrities, right? Ha! That 14% ain't looking too good? It ain't looking too good on your side? You better give back to the man. Why? Because that pays for people's welfare. Ha! Fuck you, bitch. You wanna get mad about some shit? Get mad. Be mad. Get all in your feelings about it. It's yours, right? It's yours? No, it's not. God giveth, God taketh. Give your 10% and move the 14% and move the fuck on. Sorry, just going back to it. How many dependents do you have? Just kidding. Funny thing. It's not funny. It is. It is. Anyways. Let's see. You are still considering, and that's it. It's like, I don't know. I'm moving. Grasping opportunities when they present themselves, and success will follow. You are capable of dealing with any problems that may arise. Don't be afraid to ask for advice and assistance. However, take care not to neglect day-to-day details in your eagerness for something new. And that's it. We stay in the day-to-day. If I'm moving somewhere, they're going to tell me. And I already told you I was taking a vacation. Where am I going? I don't know. Who knows? Could be a staycation. Who cares? It's none of your business. This is also a promising card for making a new start with existing relationships or founding a family. That's it. I'm making a new start with an existing relationship, and we're going to start founding a family. We're going into baby making mode. Doesn't that sound great? That sounds like a great part of my life that I want to be part of. How much practice does this take? I don't know. I'm still scared of penetration. We'll work on it. There's going to be a lot of foreplay. We gotta figure out how all these parts work and shit. What I like and don't like. It's gonna be fun. Very exploratory. My husband's like, what? Yeah, I want to know. I want to know what happens. Okay. Anyways, and we're founding a family. I'm sure we'll make a baby out of this. The Three of Wands reverse indicates delays, dissatisfaction, and frustration owing up to a lack of proper planning. A venture that looked promising fails, causing you disappointment. You are beginning to doubt yourself and get depressed about the situation. Don't refuse help through misguided pride. Meaning what? You need to heal yourself. Come say what's up. Come with me if you want to live. Realistically, you're like, I was wrong. I thought I could do this. But I really need to heal myself. I know, me too. Let's just hang out and figure out how to do this. That's your pride. Perhaps you and your romantic partner discover that you do not want the same things in life. I don't know. He married her during COVID. I don't know. He's very logical. I don't know about their life. I don't care. I mean, who am I talking about? I don't know. All of you. What the fuck are you? I don't know. I can hear Royce is gonna be like, I love my fucking wife. Fine. Love your fucking wife. Do you love your life though? Ha! Get out of my face. You and your wife. I'm just kidding. I have nothing against her. I don't even think I think I saw one picture of her. It's not against her. I'm not against rap. I'm not against rappers. I'm against this bullshit, bro. In the sense of, you're not going to be better to your wife if you don't get better. And you can't bring your wife to come get better with me. I can't take on all of that responsibility. Why? Because she's not tied to me. She's tied to you, bitch. Not me. You are tied to me. I don't have to bring all your fucking family and shit. You have to heal your own family. You are my family. They are yours. I don't. In essence, it's extended family, but I can't do nothing if you can't do nothing. If you don't talk up to them, I'm not talking up to them, because then everybody's gonna be like, I'm just talking down to everybody. This is too good. All right. Going back to your fucking relationships. Or it could be a long distance relationship that's not working out. It's not working out. If we're not together, then we're not together. That's how I feel. Isn't that the truth? It's not working because we're not together. I know, but we can't be together. Then we can't be together right now. So simplistic. Long distance relationship. What? There's too much distance for us to have a relationship. I'm longing for a relationship and there's too much distance. Why should you have a relationship through the internet, bro? That's not a relationship, bro. That's not a relationship, bro. Not really. I mean, not like, I guess. It's enough. As I say, all my relationships, my imaginary relationship. Shut up. Let's just go. Outcome, please. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, it already happened earlier. I think I sent him a message. Well, I mean, I was right there. How was I going to avoid it? I was literally right there. I can't avoid the fact that I'm right here where I last saw you. These memories are coming up. Oh, I still love you. Oh, this is not good. I can't change it. I just change how I think about it. It's there. Go away. Perhaps, this is the fucking nostalgia, bro. Perhaps the pain and the insecurities in the present are you remembering the past as being happy and beautiful, enjoying the memories, but recognize that what has gone cannot return. Instead of wallowing in nostalgia, use the knowledge you have gained from the past to accomplish your ambitions in the present. You may need to capture the joy, I can't say it, and the enthusiasm you had in order to enjoy what you have now. This card also indicates that you could be visiting old haunts and that an old friend or lover comes back into your life. Dude, I saw you like 2 days ago. It's gonna happen. I don't know. Whatever. The past cannot be recaptured, but a new and different relationship is possible. And that's what happened. I tried to do that, and we ended up right back in the past again. So ultimately, we can't keep going back there, bro. We cannot keep going back there. Cannot keep doing this. It's a cool pattern. I bet you really love this pattern, but it's not good for either of us. Before, it looked like he really thought it was going to be great. It would work out for him. I don't know how well it worked out for you anytime. Does this ever work out for you, Bobby? It doesn't work out so good for me. I mean, I learn a lot about myself, but what are you learning over there, bro? You've got to be learning some hard lessons. In the sense of, are we going to do this again? Well, let's try not to. Can we not do this again? This is not good. No, I'll do it better. No, I told you not that this was going to happen. I told you in Oklahoma, bro. I told you this was going to happen. What the fuck? Gotta learn how to love him without touching him. How does that work? I don't know. I told you. I sat in front of him and all these thoughts came in and I couldn't figure it out. And I was like, it literally came out of my mouth. So then the next thing is I can't hang out with you. I don't know. That's extreme too. I don't know. This isn't my fault or yours. It really happens. There's something going on between us that cannot be controlled. But we gotta figure out a way to control this because your stupid lifestyle. I said this all the time. You and your fucking life and wife. Why the fuck does this have to be a problem in my life? Do you really love your wife? Such a mean question. I totally know he does. I'm just saying, why can't we make this go away? Why, God? Why, God? But in the essence, if I didn't have these feelings for him, I don't have them for anyone else. I'm not ready to touch anybody else. Oh. So if I didn't explore this monster that we were talking about, then it would just be repressed, and then I'll be crying about some shit. And like they said in my books, I'm going to end up with, self-love on fucking Valentine's Day. The video is so funny to me. They keep reminding me. I'm like, this is super funny to me. I'll be in my room, not making any noise and acting like I don't exist. That's what I mean. You guys gotta keep up with me. It's just a healing journey. I'm just trying to figure out me and be the best version of me, but I don't even know who the fuck I was before I got here. I know all my other lives, but this life is stupid as fuck. So we just dig up the fucking bones and the teeth and all the painful memories of what used to be called my life. And we heal it so I can have a better life, but you know, that's what it is. Like, that is a horrendous story. I know, my life is horrendous, but it's mine. I can't make it go away. I can't make you understand it. I can't nothing but just work through it. It's my life, bro. At least I have a life. I don't even know what the life I had before, so that's what I mean. It's like, it may not make sense to you, and it doesn't always make sense, but it's a life. It's a fucking hell of an invention. Everybody hates the Bobby story. I fucking hate it too. It's a terrible story. It's God's story, his plan. I don't know what the fuck he's doing with either of us. And then you throw in, I have like 11 other boyfriends. And it gets real weird. Like, do you feel like that with all of them? No, I don't. Not yet. We're not that close. Alright, I'll finish with one more card because I'm an idiot. And I want to put all these away for the day. Does somebody want to pick a card, or do we want to, what do we want to do? I am too. Let's, one last card. That one. The Thaw. Okay. Are we fucking thawing you out? Where am I going to find this card in this book? Murder, agitation, benefit. I have to literally go through each page to find it. Hey, I know that song. There it is. Get out of my comments! Get out of my comments, Dwayne! Just kidding. There's nobody in my comments. I woke up and I just kept saying that over and over. Have you seen that fucking Kevin Hart where Dwayne Wayne's in his comments and he's eating a bowl of cereal? He's like, get the fuck out of my comments! Go do something with yourself. It just came out of nowhere again. Okay, the Thaw. On page 80 and 81, to infinity. From flowing action comes growth. It rises and builds great structures, but at the zenith, it pauses. At the impetus that propelled is now spent. You know, I just want to point out, she's all, I'm hungry. I told her earlier, are you going to come with me to go get food? She said, no. I was like, so then I got to take my freaking hurting, sick, you know, I don't feel good ass out there to go fucking forage, and you don't even want to come with me and help me carry a fucking drink or a bag of food? So, no. You see how they are? She's fucking 14. She wants to get a job and a car and fucking travel the world, but she won't walk with me to go get some food. We don't necessarily have to walk, but I'm just saying, that's some bullshit. You're hungry. Why don't you do something about it? Why don't you feed us? How about I give you some money? I got 20 bucks in there. Walk up the street and go get some food. Right? She's fucking 14 years old. I used to do shit like that. Somebody give me 20 bucks, I ain't coming back.
Your parents didn't love you.
Oh, that's fucked up. You heard her? Because your parents didn't love you. Damn, bitch. That's really true. I wouldn't let her walk down the street with no $20 going nowhere. Or maybe I'm a helicopter parent. I'm not sure, but think about this. Think about it. Think about it. Then there's kids in Mexico that you could send them to the fucking store to buy you a cigarette. What is this? Okay, that's not nice.
It's funny.
That's how I wash you. Yeah, that's how I give the kids. Hey, dude, this is for real. This is for real.
Like, that's how every kid got so bad as a kid. He's running you blind.
When I tell you I want to give you a bath, that's what you're gonna get? That's a good shit. Okay. I just want to point out, why don't you get dressed and come with me to get some food? Why do I gotta go do everything all by myself? Now it must find, I mean seriously, I just want to point that out. They be acting all helpless and shit, but they're not. Now it must find something upon which to rest its inherent weight. But however strong the support, it will inevitably give way. Then the structure will crack and its energies spill out and ebb away. Okay, I don't know what that meant. Commentary. Here there is a subtle interplay between the forces of growth and the form that's that this growth takes. The growth reaches its peak, and the energy crystallizes in the form. The form lingers, but without further input of energy, it will eventually give way and release any remaining energy contained there. Okay, I'm seeing Kanye. I put something in a post. He posted some bullshit. And I was like, yeah, baloney barbs, 5 minutes of fame. And then somebody said, I guess he's out of his Jesus era. And I put something in the comments about it. And I was like, this is what happens when you pull a turkey out too soon, you fucking turkey. I mean, if you don't wait for it to fully cook. Meaning you gotta keeping it lit. You gotta keep it under the pressure. Fire is pressure. It's heat. It's pressure. If you want a diamond, it's got to stay under the pressure. You want a pearl, it's got to stay under the pressure. You want greatness, you stay under the pressure cooker until it's great. You can't open that lid until it's done. That's rice. You can't open it until it's done. You can't force greatness. And yet he comes out here pretending like he's all great and shit. Do you guys not realize that he has no power and he's trying to put all his power into Bianca, who is a complete idiot? She has no power other than her naked body. And that's what you guys are going for, is her naked body. But her body it's not even half of Kim's. He's trying to make her bigger than his ex. But she's not even half of it. And you're buying it. And he thinks he's powerful because of someone else's power, which is nothing more than her body. That body has power over you, Kanye, not us. But he's using that power that she uses over him, meaning he can't say no to her body. He figures nobody else can say no to it either, so I'm going to put it out for everybody. And she believes what he says. You think that she's being forced, but she believes that her body is that powerful. And she has he's telling her, you have the most famous body. Everybody wants your body. Look at how much they love you. They love you. They love you. Am I talking about Kanye or am I talking about fucking Russ? I don't know. Russ, are you about to do something like this? Or is this pretty much a mild version of Kanye that we've been watching for a very long time? Am I talking about you over there, fucking Royce? You want to talk about your girl? How great she is? Her being great makes you great? Because you ain't reconnected when I said that. Kanye ain't shit. I don't know why you ain't get it. He ain't shit. He really ain't. He's trying to make her some shit, but she ain't shit either. She only became something because she married Kanye. Do you guys not get this? How the interplay of energy goes? I don't know. Anyways, going back to you guys, my collective. If you're not constantly feeding yourself and keeping yourself pressured and keeping yourself, you know what I mean, keeping the energy flowing, even when you're not flowing, but keeping it flowing, it's gonna flow out of you. You know what I mean? You'll lose your flow. But when civilizations die, so very often their buildings are left to crumble away too, unless later generations decide to rescue them. Sculpted snowdrifts melt into water, and the force of the melting snow swells rivers and sweeps away bridges. Thaws may be slow or sudden, destructive. Okay, that's what they're showing me. The volcano is pushing so much heat into the atmosphere, it's going to cause this. Okay, thanks. I didn't care. Thaws may be slow or sudden, destructive or energizing, but they are also the presence of release. After a time of disillusion, you will find new possibilities open to you. A job collapses or a creative project crumbles away. All these may cause great shakeups in your life, but they will also release energy. It's back to my album. I let a whole album go and just let it go. I put my whole life into an album and then just let it go. Because I was guided to. Why can't you guys just let it go, bro? No, I put my whole life into it. I put my whole life into everything I do. Doesn't mean that I'm going to get my life back after everything I do. It just means that I put my heart and soul into everything I do. I'm just saying that. It's like you and your fucking tours, your albums, your projects. You know what I mean? With Lewis, I can't say no. I put my whole life into this. Yeah, you have. And that's why you have no fucking life. Going back to, fucking Bobby and his wife. I've invested too much into this. Yeah, but you're going to invest how much more into it? That's not making you happy. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. There's gonna be a lot of pressure. You're gonna be fucking stuck in. It's fucking. You're gonna have to learn how to survive again, and this is gonna. You have to start all fucking over again. But it's better to start over than to fucking stay where you are dying. I don't know. Whatever. I didn't care. Anyways, all these things may cause a great shakeup in your life, but they will also release energy. Stay loyal to the pain of the collapse. Let that pass after you have paid due respect to what was. There is no such thing as emptiness, even when you fear that the pain of loss will be replaced by a dull, meaningless. New forces are gathering to create all over again. I'm seeing Marshall in what I said yesterday. Nobody came to love Marshall his whole life because he never let it in. And as much as he wasn't letting it in, here I was. I love you. I love you. I love you. It's like, you can't stop what's made for you. He spent his whole life avoiding love, only for it to come beating on his door. Nobody in this world has loved Marshall like I love Marshall. No girl is ever going to try to take give that much love to him, and he needed it. He needed that love to know that he was loved. Not for what he did, but just because of who he is. It goes back to Russ. That's changed Russ completely. Is that love? Just, why do you love me? That's what, the love I give to Bobby, to Allie, to all of them. It's not the same love. It's not that fake love that you guys give them, that surface love that they did well so you can love them. I love them for all the things that make them unwell. You know what I mean? Even when you fear that pain of loss will be replaced by a dull, meaningless, new forces are gathering to create all over again. That's it. You have a need now. Once you've cleared out a space, the universe is going to fill that space. You cannot use them to replace the old. So listen and watch and take note of what they will bring you. And that's, I'm seeing Wolfman. He'll just keep putting girls in his bed. Because that's his place. That's not where his heart is, but his heart lies in the bed. And is there any difference between him and the rest of these celebrities, or even Bobby when I first met him? They're all the same. Certain thoughts just happen, and as the nature of things, we can be instrumental in setting off other forms of release. Sometimes we need to break down the old structures to provide a new impetus to go forward. Some people are addicted to this, and no sooner they built something up than they knock it down in order to find that excitement all over again. And that's me. And I heard Mac. Why do I build something beautiful just to destroy it? This is an abusive energy and leads to diminishing returns. Interpretation, life task. This may be a time to wait while the process of change takes its course. That's what I'm in. I'm in a waiting stage where, whatever has been set in motion cannot be halted. I said that earlier. You guys think you're going to manifest something new. No. Anything you put new is going to get ran over by the old. Don't waste energy trying to stop or accelerate it. That would only make matters more complicated. Just try to steer your boat calmly on the current. And that was in our 10-day forecast. You're supposed to be calm right now. You're supposed to be resting and reposing and just staying inwards, not pushing the outwards. And I'm not either. I'm just, I went out and blew quite a bit of money in the sense of we needed all kinds of new bathroom stuff, phone bills, old people, gotta pay all this, 2 cars of gas, plus I'm out of food stamps, so we've been eating kind of good now. We haven't eaten takeout for fucking ever, so it's kind of cool. We used to live off of takeout for so long. It was the most horrible thing. That's all we did is eat takeout, dude. It was horrible. So now it's like, when we think about it, it's like, what do we really want? Because we've eaten it all. I'm just saying that. You just got to stay calm while this is happening. Possible meaning, release, removing a blockage, a new flow of ideas, renewed creative energy, indiscreet speech, the telling of secrets, the disillusion of a relationship. Yours or mine? I don't know. They'll all fall apart only for them to come back together if they're supposed to. That's why you don't really worry about shit. You let it, you can't, you could, I'm not going to say that. I was like, you can't fully destroy your life. You could destroy things in your life, but you're still going to have a life. It's going to create more things. And anything you destroyed that you didn't learn from will recreate itself. You can't recreate a full new life. You know what I mean? As far as the saying, I build shit up just to destroy it. Yeah, but I'm gonna end up building the same fucking, you know what I mean, the same bridge around the same wall around myself. I just think it looks different. You know what I mean? That's catching your patterns. Hey, this was a whole 2-hour fucking shindig. I love you guys. We're going to dive deep into, our dark side, and that's what we always do. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow's a Thursday. Tomorrow's a happy day. We're in our Jupiter expansion, love, growth. You can't have any of that until you do the dark stuff. So I went into a lot of my darknesses so you could go into yours. Go in there and do what you got to do. We do this all the time. You don't have to freak out by yourself. If you get in too dark and you need help, send a message. Okay? As soon as I see it, I'll delete it, and we'll find a way to talk. But, if you need help, that's all I do. That's all I do is go in there and find shit. It hurts. All you can do is cry real hard. Sometimes you can't find your way back. And that's what I mean, is if you can't find your way out of it. I'm stuck in a memory. I can't get over this. The shit is hurting me so bad. I'm like, I can't get out of this. They usually tell you to call a crisis line. You could call them, or you could call me. Am I giving you my phone number? No, I told you how to get a hold of me. Go to any of my posts and put a message in there. And then I'll figure out a way to, to talk to you outside of online. Okay? Hey, I love you guys. Have a good night. Catch you later. Haters.